Good morning all. My name is Bhushan Kumar. In previous tutorial, we had seen how Spring helps us in injecting dependencies, right? So we had seen, point dependencies getting injected into the triangle class, right? So this was the Spring configuration file. The triangle bean. This is the triangle bean definition, and then these are the 3 points definition. So this triangle bean is dependent on first point, second point, and third point, right? So we were able to understand how dependencies were trying to solve, trying to relieve developers pain, right? So in drawing application class we had seen that developer was instantiating those classes and um, passing the dependencies, right, or injecting the dependencies. So point point classes were instantiated, and then dependencies were injected here, right? Like this point dependency on triangle were injected here, right? So and finally, we were able to set the shape, triangle shape in the drawing, right? So uh, let's go to the drawing application Spring class. We were just we did not take care of instantiating all these things, right? We just asked Spring to provide the bean for the triangle, right? And it was the Spring who was taking care of managing the life cycle of these objects. So it was the Spring who created the triangle object and then point objects, and whenever when we asked for this triangle bean, it had it provided to us, right? So in this class we see it is the developer's responsibility to instantiate the class and then inject the dependencies, right? The control was with the developer, but in this class we see that the control has been diverted. The developer does not have the control to instantiate the class, right, and inject the dependencies. It is the Spring who is doing on behalf of the developers, right? So this is called inversion of control, and this is the core problem this Spring is trying to solve, right? There are other problems which Spring solves. uh, those problems are Spring security, AOP aspect oriented programming, Spring data. So we will be looking all those concepts into the another sections, right? mm, if you remember, like we had started this drawing class, and I promised that this drawing class will be able to draw, either circle or triangle through this drawing class, right? So we have not hard coded any dependency at all in this drawing, right? The shape dependency to the drawing is being injected here, right? This, so shape is getting injected to the drawing at this point, right? So this is the point from where we had started our discussion, right? We have not hard coded the dependencies. We have not hard coded the dependencies at all, right? We are trying to inject the dependencies. So in the plain Java way, we have done this way, and if we come to the Spring, we are doing in this way, right? We are getting the shape, uh, shape object, and then drawing it, right? So Let's complete this. Okay, let's complete this you know the drawing, the complete, let's complete this example. We have till now we have drawn um, triangle, right? And without making any change to the drawing, we want to draw circle. So how to do that? Okay, so let's go to the circle. We'll just try to draw a circle with the help of a center. Okay, so let's instantiate this, sorry, let's declare this point, and we'll say circle point, right? Circle point, right? Now we will create the setter and getters for this variable, right? So we have you know created this getter and then setter. So in the draw method, we will make some modification. We'll change it to this, and then x coordinate of this circle. So how we do it? So we'll see. Um, so we'll say circle point dot get x, right? And then just give a comma, and then circle point dot get y plus this. So we have drawn the circle, right? Now let's go to the Spring class, Spring XML, and we'll create a bean for the circle, right? So circle bean is not here, so we'll create a bean for the circle. So let's go and do it. Instantiate a bean tag, say it as circle class equals com circle. So we'll have a property tag inside it, property name equals, and what is the point variable here? Circle point, right? So let's copy this, and this name is circle point. So we'll say circle center point, center center point, right? So center point has been done. So after center point is done, we will create the bin for the center point. And we'll give it as point, right? And then in this point we'll define the x and y coordinates of these 2 points. So we'll give as, suppose let's give as 10, and x coordinate as 10, and then y coordinate as 15. Okay, so we have defined this center point and then circle. So the final change is we'll be asking for the circle bean, and then this is circle, right? Okay, so I think we are good with this. Now let's run this. Okay, you see that circle is drawn. So this time, instead of asking for the triangle, we just ask for the circle, and we were able to draw the circle. So the point which want to explain here is, it, we see drawing, in drawing we have nothing hard coded, right? We have not hard coded anything. So this drawing class can be used for either drawing circle or triangle, right? So I think I have completed this example end to end and tried to explain what Spring, how Spring is, helps us in relieving the developer's pain by injecting dependencies, right? In future tutorials, we'll see the detailed concept of the Spring, right? So thank you all. See you in the next tutorial.